Hi, and welcome back to the Crafty Author. My name is Anissa. I am the Crafty Author, and welcome to my quilting studio. Today we're going to go ahead and finish the baby quilt that we started making last week. I do apologize. I had hoped to have the video up Friday, but we had a family emergency, and we had some family members that had to go to a funeral in Utah. So we had my grandbabies all weekend. So I tried to do some videoing with grandbabies, but that's very difficult to do. So needless to say, we're going to do it now. I am going to teach you how to quilt with a Minky backing on a baby quilt. So the first thing that you're going to need is some kind of adhesive spray, or you're going to need safety pins, or you can use both. Now, I find that by using this spray here, this 505 spray, it really helps everything to stay together. Like, I only use Minky with this now. So before we get started today, I wanted to take the time to send out a huge thank you to Esther, who sent me this beautiful card. She looks like she handmade the card. This was a Christmas card that she had sent to me. Very, very sweet. And so I just wanted to say thank you so much, Esther. And I love it. So anyway, if you would like to send me mail too, I have my P.O. box listed down below in the description box. I love to receive letters and cards. And so yeah, this actually really made my day. And I had just checked my P.O. box, and what a nice surprise that was. So again, thank you, Esther Carver, for this beautiful, beautiful card. So I will not be pinning, and I'm going to sandwich our two pieces here now. So I've already got our thread pulled out. I'm going to be quilting with a pink thread. And my quilt top fits exactly right here. So I'm just going to spray this down up top because we want our batting to stick to this. And you always want to use this in a well-ventilated area. You don't want to use too much, but you definitely want to use enough. Okay? All right. And I am using a Pellon cotton batting 9010. So there is a little bit of scrim on here. Scrim is the little bumps on the batting. So let's see how this is going to go on. Make sure I got this going right. So I always put the scrim side face down onto my backing fabric. And I cut everything much larger than what I needed this time. And I did that so that when I'm quilting, there's plenty of room on the sides for the quilting. Because when you Now, like I said, I'm going to just straight line quilt. So I have my walking foot. I have my walking foot on, and I am just going to use my walking foot as a guide, and I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to needle up and needle down because I want to pull up my threads. We don't want any nesting happening here. And now I'm just going to start sewing. You don't have to backstitch, but I'm going to. And then I'm just going to start sewing. And I'm just using a straight stitch, as you can see. Okay, so we're here at the pressing station and we are going to press our binding. Now, I cut the binding at 3 inches and I got lots of questions as to why I did that. And the only thing I can tell you is because I used the wrong die to do it, and it should have finished at 2 inches, so it should have been the 2.5 inch strip die, but it wasn't. So it's 3 inches. And so we're going to work with this, with what we have, because I'm not going to waste fabric and recut. So that is the reason why it's as big as it is. Normally I do 2.5. Today I'm going to do 3. Okay? So it'll just give the blanket a little thicker binding. It's okay. You can always use, you can cut your binding as big as you want to. There's straight up the half inch mark right along here. That looks pretty good there. I always like to start my binding on a longer side. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do it from, we're going to do it from the back and pull it to the front. That's how we're going to do this one this time. So I need to grab my little binding baby. And I have her on my thread spool. And I'm just going to make sure that when I fold, I think it should really work perfectly. So I am going to start my stitch for this. I'm going to use raw edge to raw edge, and this is why I fold it, so I know where I want to begin. So I'm going to start right about here because I want it to be able to fit in when we're done. So I'm going to start it right about here. Okay, so All right, so the quilt is now finished. I've got the binding on it, and you can see that it's fully quilted. I'll zoom in so you can see the quilting on the Minky here. And all I did was just go around each square, and that is the pattern that it put on the back here. I also used my decorative stitches on my machine to make flowers in the border, and that is what you're seeing right along there. And then if I can zoom in, I'll show you this too. This is the binding. So I did do something a little different with the binding this time, just like I had mentioned that I was going to do. And in all honesty, I like the way it turned out, but it's not my favorite. So I probably wouldn't try this in the future again, or do it in the future again, but hey, you never know until you try it, right? So that's why we try new things. So I'm going to flip it over so that you can see what it looks like from the front side. Okay, so now you can see the front here, and you can see the quilting pattern that I did along here, and you can see that my quilting isn't 100% perfect. So, you know, if your quilting isn't exactly straight on, don't be too hard on yourself, because, you know, that's what adds characters to our quilts. So anyway, there's that, and then I'm going to zoom in and try and show you the little flowers that I did in the border. So you can see the little flower borders. I think they just turned out absolutely adorable. And then you can see my binding here. And I just used a really cute zigzag stitch and stitched that down because I think it looks great. The stitching did come through on the back side, the zigzagging. You can see the zigzag stitch right there. That doesn't bother me. It really added kind of to the quilt, in all honesty. I did put my tag on here, my quilt label. You can see that it's upside down. This was a lot of bulk going there, so, and then I hand stitched this one down. So that is what our quilt looks like. So that is how you make an easy 1 hour quilt and back it with Minky. It's very quick, very fun, very easy. All in all, the entire quilt took from cutting to stitching, putting the backing and the binding on, probably about 2.5 hours. So it really is a quick project. You can get it done in one day. And so that is all I have today. If you'd like to follow me on social media, the links are down below in the description box. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is in April, and I do believe that we can do it. If you like this video, please share it, because sharing is caring. And don't forget to click the little bell. You get notified each and every time that I upload an awesomely cool new video. And keep on crafting. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.